weekly freebie games for you. And deals too.
Alright, you beautiful peoples off the interwebs, it's me, Glyn, CheapSkate Gaming, or if you're watching this on the Rumbles, it's the Wokeabotamus. And again, it's that time of week, it's the Freebie Weekly Roundup, where I check out a lot of the free games you can grab this week, some of which will be totally free, like ones from Epic Games or from Steam, or then you've got subscriptions like your Amazon Prime subscription, your Game Pass, your PlayStation subscriptions, and we also check out some deals as well. I'm having to re-record this because for some reason the first time I recorded all this, the sound messed up for the first 2 minutes, and so I messed up all my recording this part, so I'm just having to re-record it. So I've actually already done this, but not a bad little week. We'll get on with the as always, I don't try not to yibba yabba jibba jabba talk too much. We get straight on with the first one, and it's Epic Game Stores, and your free game this week is Mortal Shell. Essentially it's a Demon Souls / Dark Souls style game. Actually a really cool game, really good, great graphics. It's got the uniqueness of this particular one is it's very hard, don't get me wrong. If you used to Dark Souls, Demon Souls, you may find this a little bit harder, but the unique selling point in this game was during the attack you could turn your guy's body into like stone, and he can then repel the attacks, which is like how you counter an attack. And there's also you can what's the word, enter other shells, so you can get like new bodies that do new things. What's the word I'm looking at? Occupy or possess, that's the word, that you can sort of possess new shells as you go further through the game. So that's a really, really cool game. But on top of that, you have also got some warships content, but more importantly is what they got next week, Evolution 2, Jurassic World 2, Evolution 2, which is very much like a sort of if you've ever played Theme Park World or Roller Coaster Tycoon or any of those sort of games, it's like that. But this one, instead of doing roller coasters, it's like attractions for the for a dinosaur park based on, of course, the Jurassic World. There you are, you can see this is like your theme park, but with tourists and shows for the Jurassic. That's a waste of a dinosaur there, isn't it? It's quite cruel, isn't it? Letting the old dinosaurs eat each other. But there we are. That's nature, and that's nature from 300 million years ago. And that will, you'll have to wait 300 million years for that. That'll be coming next week. Okay, so I'm going to jump now over to the Prime Gaming. So there'll be a little cut. I don't normally make cuts. I normally do it straight through. Because of the sound issues, I've had to cut this through. So we'll see you on the Prime Gaming. Anyway, we're going to move along now because we've got some Prime games. Now, it's very unusual this week. So here we are. We're on Amazon Prime. If you didn't realise, Amazon Prime give away free games every week as part of your Prime subscription. Now, you will need other accounts to claim all of your games. Some games drop on Epic, some games drop on GOG, sometimes they even throw a Microsoft or an Xbox game in there. So if you have got all these other accounts, great. You should have them anyway because you're going to need them for other free games. But this week they've actually got some repeats, which is the first time I've ever known Amazon to start doing repeats, as far as I know. And one of the repeat games is Beholder Free. As you can see, it's already, I haven't claimed any of my games this week, but I have already claimed Beholder Free, so that means that's been a repeat game. But that's a new one this week if you're new to the Amazon Prime. Another one which is a repeat is Endling Extinction is Forever, and that's not even an old repeat. They dropped that last year, I believe. So nothing wrong with putting them back on it, you know, to keep a flow of games. Not everyone collects all their free games, so if you've missed something in the past, then it gives you a chance to catch it in the future, type of thing. But one is definitely worth a repeat is Warworld. Great game. I love Warworld. It's one of those, once you put about 20 or 30 hours into it, you're probably like, okay, I've had enough of this now. But the initial sort of first 10-15 hours, you're loving that game. Give it the first hour to try and see how far you can get, because it's one of those where you get further and further every time you sort of play it by learning new skills and upgrading. Pardon me, sorry. But then, alright, so there was a free repeats, plus they've given us 2 new games that has not been on before, as far as I know, and that's Dark Deity Complete Edition, and that'll be on GOG, and then they've given us Siberia, and that'll be on GOG. So no Epic games this week. That's a classic, that is Siberia. We're going to have a little look at these, because I just want to have a little look at the pictures on them. So here's Dark Deity. So I can't quite work out what's going on there. It looks very RPG-ish. What's the blurb? Tazriel, oh, it's one of these blurbs that doesn't really tell you much about the game. But there we are, that's something at least. And then the other game is Siberia, The World Before. So is this a newer version of Siberia? Initial release March the 18th, 2022. Okay. So this must be a newer version of Siberia then. Oh, that looks nice. These are normally sort of like a point and click style game. This could be interesting. I know the old Siberias, so I don't know if this is a newer version of it or not. So there we are. That's your Amazon Prime collection. So we're going to jump over now to the Steam. And here we are on the Steam store. And I would like to point out that... am I going to do it here? Yes, I'll do it here. There's a free paid for game and some content. So if you go to the Steam store, grab the price, put it to for free, and then hit special offers, and you can see again you've got World of Warships starter pack, Ishizuchi or whatever it's called, Ishizuchi. Zuki, maybe that is Ishizuki. But the game, come on now, you stop trying to pronounce words and get on with the free game. The free game, Scheming Through the Zombie Apocalypse, the beginning. So here we go, 100% free. Normally it goes for £4.29. Just grab that, add it to your library. As you can see, I've added mine to the library. This looks like quite a bit of fun. It's very positive. So yeah, so there's a totally free game. Right, now the other thing we like to do is get your thing, go to free, go to release date. Make sure you click all games, and these are all the games that have been released for free on Steam from now going back in time. And what I've done is essentially I've chosen from the 8th of March onwards. I've decided to handpick a bespoke few games out of here. So the first one I thought I'd check out was this one, Free Force Aeroplanes. Free Force Aeroplanes, dynamic racing game where you control airplanes, fight for your opponent, survive for victory, incredible speeds, 10 unique planes, customize them, variety of skins, conquer 8 exciting locations. Again, 100% free on Steam. It got very positive 92 reviews. So there we go. Nice little free driving flying game. It's unusual, different. The other one I chose was this one. This one looks well interesting. This is called, let me play this. This is called Muffles Life Sentence. I just like the graphical style. You've almost got like an old 8-bit style graphics going on here. Take back your identity in Muffles. A dark, quirky role-playing game set in a prison where inmates are remade to match their crimes. Now, not many people have voted on this, but it does look really interesting. You've got like little boss battles, like little card game boss battles going on there. I love the graphical style. I think this could be quite an interesting little game, and I'm going to add that to my library now. There is some there's a little bit of DLC. There's an episode 2. All right, this is the first episode. There are other episodes to be had. Okay, that's quite a cool way of doing it, isn't it? If you enjoy this first one, you can go and buy, and look, they're not expensive games. £2.88 if you want the second one. So there we are, you can play the first episode for free. So I've added that to my cart. Next game I thought we'd check out was this one, Restoring the Past, and essentially this is like a jigsaw game. It's a chilled game. Sometimes we nearly always have 100 cats, or finding a hidden cat, or someone's lost their cat up a lamppost games, but instead of the cats, we've gone for this jigsaw style one. Oh, this looks pretty cool. Chilled. If you just want to waste 10 minutes and you're maybe got work in one thing, or you're watching something like a documentary on one side and you just want something like just to click through and keep your mind occupied while you're consuming on your other screen. This is the type of thing, and I think they get quite tricky. And again, 100% free. I just like to look, oh, there is cats in it, look. And it's got nice animated little backgrounds and everything. So that's cool. That was, what was it called again? Restoring the Past. So essentially, it's a sort of jigsaw repairing, more or less, it's a style of jigsaw game. Next one, I thought Dot Survivors, and of course this is a Vampire Survivors clone. Just looked really cool. Nice simple graphic style, a bit of a waste of time. We do like these Vampire Survivor style games, and again 100% free. Not many user reviews. It does look quite fun. A lot of work gone into that game, so give it some love, give it a try it out. Similar to Voidigo on my list here, which is another sort of Vampire Survivor style game. I enjoy these games. They're all right. They're great for you can definitely waste a few hours in them. Okay, and I've got a few more to check out. Now this one is a free-to-play game. It's just dropped. It's a what would you call it now? I forgot what you call these ones where you got the circle of doom that encloses on you. It's one of them. There we go. Anyway, let's read the thing. Gather your friends and dive into an action-packed battle royale. That's what I'm trying to say. Battle royale squad fight or hot zone. Like there's no tomorrow. Bloodstrike offers a wide range of playable strikers, each with a unique active and passive ability, letting you deploy drones, shield walls and everything else. So it looks like the map of Call of Duty, but with the guns and skills of Apex Legends. It's got that sort of like crossover. Now, of course, the big one at the minute is the Marvel's Universe or Marvel's Avengers or whatever it is that everyone's playing. It's a Marvel game that everyone's playing. I think it's Marvel's Avengers. So it's coming into a bit of a hard place to break into. I mean, you got your Fortnite, your Apex Legends, Marvel's has sort of jumped in there, because the only reason Marvel's is doing so well is because they messed up the what was the one? Oh, I'll remember it later. Anyway, that's your Hot Royale game, and there is some Steam deals now. There's so many Steam deals, I can't even go through them, and I can't even begin to go through them. You've got loads of stuff. Look, you've got the Doom game from 2016, £1.59. Elder Scrolls Online, £1.59. There was one on here. Underworld is only 69 pence. Dirt Rally again, £3.59. It's essentially £2.50 for Titanfall 2, Killing Floor 2, £2. There's so much in here. The Battlefield. I started playing Battlefield 4. Wow. If you've only ever played Battlefield 4 on the PlayStation 4 or the old Xbox, and you recently converted over in the last 5 years to PC, go and pick up Battlefield 4 on PC, and if as long as you've got like a RTX 4060 or 3060, slap all the graphics settings way up high and go and try it out. Play it at 60 frames or higher. Oh my god, it's amazing. I tell you what, I've been I need to show you something as well. I've been using that new frame generation tool. OMG, if you've got an old graphics card, you really need to check that out. So I go and find it for you now. Yeah, let's go and find it. Right, there's the deals on Steam. I want to show you this thing. It's called, oh no, it's in my library. It's called Lossless Scaling. Oh wow, you want to check this out. Here it is. Lossless Scaling. Now it's only, what was it? Oh, it's just gone down in price. I paid for it yesterday. It's gone down to $2.94. Special promotion. Oh, that's typical, isn't it? I bought that last night for full price. It's gone down to £2.94. Anyway, if I'd only waited another day. Yeah, so grab that now. That's a hell of a bargain. £2.94. What it's got like frame generation, and it's clever because you can select it to say, oh, I always want 120 frames, and if your game runs at about, I don't know, say between 50 and 90 frames, it'll actually generate the exact right number of frames to generate 120 frames. And oh my god, does it work? Because I've been trying out my RTX 3060 Ti does not run Avium game. Is it called? What's it called? It's called something of Avium, isn't it? Hold on, let me just. Is it Talons of Avium? It's a stupid name. Why can't they give these games proper names? For some reason, my EA isn't even loading up now. Yeah, nice one, EA. Please load up. Look at this. Look at it. EA is such a terrible. They want to know why people hate them. It's because nothing works on your stupid. Here it comes. Immortals of Avium. That's it. And that game runs so bad on any graphics card. Even the best graphics cards in the world struggle to run that game. So essentially, I've set it to try and run at about 40 or 50 frames, and then I use lossless scaling to knock that up to about 120 FPS, and it runs lovely. It actually makes a hell of a difference using this lossless scaling. I'm a little bit gutted. I've never seen it go on deal. I've had it in my thing for ages, in my library, and then last night I bought it, and bloody hell, it's gone on deal the next day. What should I do? Should I get my money back and then buy it again? To be honest, the guy that makes it deserves it. Right, so that's your Steam out the way. So I've already yabbered on for way too much. We need to check out PlayStation, and again, bit of a boring week for PlayStation. Nothing's changed. So here's your extra games. There's nothing new in there. I think this changes next on Tuesday. So your Plus games, don't forget your Plus games. Dragon Age Veilguard, that's the big standout game this month. Sonic Colors, don't think it's one of the greatest Sonics. And then the Turtles collection, retro Turtle games. Yeah, I wouldn't. Personally, out of those, I don't mind the arcade version of Turtles. It's okay, but it's not as good as Streets of Rage 2. And then the other Turtle games on there are from like the NES and SNES and Game Boy. And it's like, they're probably great back in the day, but I don't think they hold up that well nowadays. Not like the way Streets of Rage 2 hangs up. Anyway, but forget about that. Dragon Age Veilguard, and there's nothing added to the Prime or the VR. So PlayStation out of the way, let's jump on to Xbox, and there's two games being added to the Xbox Game Pass. Mullet Mad Jack, have no idea what that is. Enter the Gungeon, which I'm sure that's been on before. That's like a little roguelike top-down sort of twin-stick shooter. So there we are, that's your two games. It doesn't matter if you're on PC or console, it's the same two games. These ones were added the week before. So we'll pop over to Fanatical. Oh, I remember now the name of the game I was trying to remember for Overwatch. Is it Overwatch? And Overwatch 2 came out, and it was a bit of a flop because Overwatch 2 was essentially Overwatch 1.5, but they made the free characters you had to pay for. Right, okay, yeah, back to Fanatical. Sorry about that, I jumped a bit. There's a couple of new packs they've added. Just launched Star Wars collections, been on many times before. This one's always keeps coming back, but it's $15.95, and essentially if you want your retro Star Wars games, they're all here. Your Knights of the Republic 1 and 2, one of my favourites, Republican Commando, great first person shooter, really sort of quite dark and gritty for a Star Wars game. And then you've got some others, Jedi Outcast. Yeah, let's have a little look at them all here. You can see them all here. Shame I can't just like flick through them. I can flick through them. Let's go halfway through. Come on. So that's a first person shooter, quite old, sort of Doom style. What's this one? A lot of them are fun. That's another first person. A lot of these will be first person shooters. There's the odd third person. That's a third person one. Cool. It's got a bit of everything actually. That's third person and first person. They're mixing it up in that one. There's loads of Star Wars games in here anyway. Dark Forces, which one was that? Oh, that's one of the really early ones. That's proper classic PC gaming, that is. But there we are. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 10, 14. Yeah, it says there. 14 awesome games. Worth 75 quid, get it for 15 quid. So that's a really good deal. The 2 new ones as of this week are Creature Bundle. This is pretty cool. You get 4 free games for a £5, more or less, and then going down in price if you buy more. And the 2 games that I thought would look pretty good were Pets Hotel and Animal Shelter. These look really cool, actually. This Pets Hotel, where you sort of build up a hotel where people come and leave their animals. Oh, look, a tortoise. Everyone loves a tortoise. Oh, I didn't make the sound to come on. And you care for the pets and build it and make it more exciting. And then you've got Animal Shelter. And this one's, look at this video, it's really sad. Look, the van leaves off. Good graphics. Ah, dog with a bad leg. Look, and you rescue it, and you look, he's got a bad leg. Look, ah, and you make him better. Fixes. Well, he's been in a dog fight, hasn't he? Some bloody pikeys left him there after a dog fight. Anyway, this looks cool as hell. It's Animal Shelter. Naughty, he's a bit of a naughty boy. You got to train him up, and you expand it. Now I thought that game looked really cool. I don't normally show the games up, but I just thought that one looked really cool. And then there's just choose whatever one game you want, but I definitely go for those 2 games because I'm a bit soft in the head like that. Right, and that's your animal creature comforts. And then the other new one they added was this Kingslayer, and that's 10 quid this one. So you're not paying each individual game, you pay a tenner, you get all these games. So what's that, 12 games for a tenner, so what's that, about 80 something pence each. And there's some bangers in there. Look, Rock of Ages free, that's funny. I don't know what these Witch Haven games are about. Let's have a little play on that. Oh, is this a Doom style game? Is it supposed to be retro style? Or is it actually that old? Looking at it, I'd say it's actually that old. So that's a bit classic though. Classic RPG, 1995. Oh, get everything you might have dreamt back in 1995. Duck, jump, fly, customer skill. Descending to pick a gruesome night alone. Some of these are designed to be like made to look like old games. So I don't know if that's one of them. Witch Haven 2. This is 1996. Oh, you fell off there, mate. What's this? Hammer Watch 2. And that's Hammer Watch Anniversary. I didn't know there was a Hammer Watch 2. Let's have a little look. Oh, cool. Okay. Well, that's worth it because you got Hammer Watch Anniversary, Hammer Watch 2, Chivalry. The complete. Oh, Chivalry 2's better. But then you've got Rock of Ages. So that's not bad. That's a pretty good little thing. So there you are. That's your Kingslayer pack, your Creature Comforts pack, or Creatures Chronicles. And then you've got your Star Wars collection. Don't forget there's plenty more. Batman 1, that's always good value. And you've got your debut bundle. This one of these is running out soon. It's the one with the £1 games in it. Not that one, it must have run out already. Special edition, sandbox simulators. Anyway, so that's all your fanatical stuff out the way. Now it's going to be very quiet on Humble Bundle because if I go to games, the cupboard is bare. There isn't any deals at the minute, so hopefully they'll add something for next week. So I just thought we'd go over the choice games. Pacific Drive, and this is if you pay for your monthly subscription, you get all these games. It's about £7 or £8. I'm on that deal where I'm getting it for like £6. And you got Pacific Drive, well that's worth a tenner of anyone's money. Homeworld Free, Wild Hearts. Now you got to claim these on Origin, which is like I just showed earlier, is a pain in the arse, but it is what it is. Wild Hearts, Zao, Gravity Circuit, Silver Bass, Race Sign, and Caverns of Dreams. And that's it, guys. So let's come back up. So that's an interesting week. I'm really Mortal Shell. Get your Epic Game Store's Mortal Shell. Why not check out that new free-to-play Battle Royale game? If you're that way inclined. Some people love the Battle Royale. Sometimes, if you're a content creator, it's always worth trying out the new Battle Royales because people will like flick through them and think, "Oh, what's this game? I've not seen this game. Oh, hello." You know, they can be quite good as for content creators or streamers to play those. And again, very unusual for Amazon to start repeating their games. Like I say, I didn't realise they did that. But yeah, there's 3 games they're repeating. Not going to complain too much. I mean, everyone should pick up a copy of Wall World. That's really good. Steam then, don't forget that free game on Steam, the Scheming Through the Zombie Apocalypse. If you like it or not, it doesn't matter, just add it to your library. Those don't tend to stay free for very long on there. Not much really with the Xbox and PlayStation this week. Fanatical, not much really in any of the bundles or deals as what I think really stands out, but hopefully they'll add something new this week. And then next week we have got the Jurassic Park, the Jurassic World Evolution 2. So that'll be cool. That's a bit like a like Roller Coaster Tycoon style game, but with dinosaurs. So I'm definitely going to check that out next week. And don't forget to grab you, I did say, didn't I, grab your Mortal Shell if you're a Demon Souls fan. So there we go. I think that's it. I think we're done. We'll be up to nearly 25 minutes. I've done a little bit of rattling on. Oh, don't forget that lossless scaling. You definitely, if you're a PC gamer and you're running anything below a RTX 4060 and below, you definitely want to go and pick that up for £3. It's absolutely bonkers. It's what it can do, and it's quite self-explanatory. Shall I load it up? Actually, I tell you what, I'll load up my one, and I'll show it to you. We're not time constrained here. Is it loading? I've got to load Steam up, so just bear with me 2 seconds while I load it up, and I'll show you it on my screen. There's Steam's loaded up. Let me just close that. Right, we're just going to go back here. So this is the lossless scaling, and this is how I've got mine set up. Now it looks a lot more complicated than it really is, and essentially you want this one, LSFG, so lossless scaling frame generation 3.0, and put it on adaptive, and then that's your target frame rate. So whatever game you want to play. Now what will happen is when you put this on, I'm assuming you've got multiple windows. If you haven't, don't worry, you can just do it on this one TV monitor. But when you load up your game, have the game on the window and this on the side, and then all you do is you press scale, and then you just click the game anywhere on the window of the game, and it automatically finds the game within a few seconds and says, oh, and it'll come down the bottom, right, I'm going to upscale that game, and then you just play your game. It's really, really cool. I'm surprised how well. And the best thing about it, this is the crazy thing, although this is on Steam, you can play a game I was doing it from my Origin game. So you don't even need to use a Steam game for it to work. It will work on any device. It doesn't even need a game. It'll work on anything. Like I could now lossless scale my OBS if I wanted to. Why, I don't know, but it'd actually try and do it. It's crazy. So yeah, there's lossless scaling. So let me go back to full view. So definitely grab a bit of that now, because that's one of the best deals I've ever. Essentially, you pay £3 and you can double, triple, or quadruple any frame rate on any game you own. There can be a little bit of artifacting, but to be honest, once you're playing the game and enjoying the smoothness of the game, you kind of let it. It tends to happen on the peripheries, like on the edges of the screen, like here or here sort of thing. Wherever there's a HUD element, you might see a little bit of like weird artifacting, but you soon get used to it. And that's only if you're upscaling like 2 or 3 times or more. But if you're just like upscaling from 60 frames to 120, you probably won't even notice any artifacting. It's really, really good. Like if you can get like 40 or 50 frames out of a game like Cyberpunk, you can lossless scale it up to 165 frames or 144, whatever your monitor is. Great, really great piece of software. Anyway, I think I'm done here. I'm going to close that down, and we'll see you on the next one. Goodbye.
CheapSkate gaming, yeah, you know the name. They They got the games that won't break the bank, so come on over and join the crew. They'll show you how to game and save money too. CheapSkate gaming, yeah, you know the name. They got the games that won't break the bank, so come on over.